you guys led that game for 8.9 seconds, the final 8.9 seconds. What did it take for you guys to just get over that final hump at the end?
I think just being resilient. Like, we knew we didn't play well, especially in that first half, and had a lot of defensive breakdowns and a lot of mistakes. But, you know, when you play the Warriors, you're going to have a lot of breakdowns if you're not locked in. And so with Steph and Clay, you know, coming off those screens, you know, your first instinct is to switch out, to get you on a slip for layups and dunks. And so just the game plan mistakes we had were just, it was just too much. You know, it was too many. And then, you know, like I said, other than that, you know, I thought offensively we got some good shots that we didn't make. You know, we got some open looks that we didn't make, but just staying with it. You know, I think getting past all the mistakes, you know, just this was a gutsy win for us, and we needed to win like this, just to, you know, keep fighting, keep scrapping, keep competing, and winning a big game like this.
You guys used, I think, behind maybe 10 lineups in that first half. How much of that was just trying to find some unit that could get some stops and scores at the same time?
Yeah, I think just trying to find the right unit, like you said. You know, they put you in some tough situations. You know, started small tonight, and you know, Zeus guarding the 5. Draymond started the game 4 for 4 from 3. You know, and so, you know, they've been doing it for a long time, and you know, that's why they're 4-time champions for a reason. They know how to play. Their core guys are together. Steve, like I said, is one of the best coaches in the league, and they're going to execute every single night. And so, if you're not prepared, if you're not locked in defensively like you're supposed to be, they'll embarrass you like they did in that first half.
Ty, obviously Russ comes out in the fourth. Doesn't look like you know, maybe might not come back in. Comes up with that big
Huge
rebound. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, just staying ready. And like I said, Russ gave us a lot of energy in that game. And then come in at the end to get a stop, get the rebound, advance to PG, and PG make a big shot. That was huge for us. And so, you know, everybody on deck, you know, we need everybody. And so to sit out that long and come in and, you know, put your head on the rim, getting a rebound, you know, at the end of the game, that's huge for us.
Hey Ty, I had two for you here. So 2 games in a row now with over 30 assists and over 30 assists. So what are you seeing execution-wise that's starting to work on offense?
I thought we did a good job. James, especially, you know, Russ always pushes the ball up the floor, but James just getting the ball up the court with some pace and with some energy, which was good for us. And we was able to get into second and third actions. We got a lot of open shots. And then, you know, if they're going to double team with blitz, James is going to make the right play. If they're in a drop, he's going to make the right play. And I thought PG and Kawhi did it as well. You know, and so if we're attacking downhill, we get into the paint. You know, we can make plays, and everybody's touching the basketball. It's a good way to play.
And then that last shot by PG, semi-transition, play, pretty good shot to get there in that situation. Is that the kind of shot that maybe, you know, this applies to all the guys, not necessarily just Paul, that maybe like those guys might have passed up a couple weeks ago, just starting to get used to each other? Yeah,
it could have been. And like I said, you know, PG, he makes big shots, you know, down the stretch, and we definitely needed this one. Like, this is a huge shot for us. You know, just the way we've been playing, just trying to get things together, you know, trying to get better every day. And to win a big game like this, like I said, coming back from 19? 22. You know, coming back from 22 down, and PG sealing the game with that shot, you know, was huge for us. And so that's the kind of win that kind of gets your team going, you know, down the stretch.
Ty, you just kind of touched on it, but I was wondering, given everything you guys have tried to do since this trade, what can this win do for you guys moving forward? How can it propel you from your experience?
Yeah, hopefully it can propel us to just get a lot of wins and just continue to keep getting better, understand the blueprint of how we want to play. I thought James was really good tonight as far as attacking, getting into the paint, making plays for himself or for everybody else. And we just got, you know, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice, you know. And Kawhi, PG, and James and Russ, they've been willing to do it, you know. And so just keep getting better, you know, keep working at it. You know, we've still got a long ways to go, but I like the direction we're going in. And just gotta stay with it. It's gonna be hard and it's gonna be tough. Guys are playing different ways than they're used to playing, and it's hard to tell four, you know, 4 All-Stars and 4 future Hall of Famers like to play different when they've been doing it for so long. And that's gonna be the challenge for the coaches all year. Just keeping those guys engaged, tell them what we want, what we need, and just stay with it.
Has it been harder than you expected?
It's been pretty hard. You know, it's been pretty hard, but you know, I'm built for it. You know, I'm built for it. And like I said, I love this team. I love our roster. Lawrence and those guys have done a great job of just constructing a team like this, and now it's my job to figure it out as well, you know, as our four guys, just figuring it out as well.
Andrew. Also in the back, you mentioned playing different. I mean, James throughout his career almost always plays almost the whole first quarter. You made him the first sub tonight. What went into that to kind of bring him back with a largely reserve lineup in that second quarter?
Yeah, I think just, you know, letting James be James and, you know, having the ball in his hands, creating on the pick and roll like he always does, putting shooters around him, putting a roller around him, and just let him play. And just so, you know, we've been struggling, you know, in the start of those second quarters a lot, you know, lately. So it's going to take some time, you know, but I did like it. And we gave James his own unit for a while and then brought PG in probably, I think, 2 or 3 minutes into that second quarter.
Do you think that made him more comfortable, maybe be a little more aggressive
I
than
think
we've
so.
seen?
Yes, sir.
Well,
I'm just gonna go, my main guy. Dre hits 4 threes in that first quarter, and know that you don't want your guys overreacting to game plan related things, but you know, how do you kind of keep your guys locked in when someone is shooting that well at a fixed portion of the game?
Yeah, I mean, Raymond's done a great job of shooting the ball this year. I mean, he's shooting, I think, 44% from 3, you know, so we're not telling our guys to give up their shots. You know, Zoo was guarding him to start, and he was in a drop, but then, you know, get back and try to get a late contest. And so, you know, with Steph probing, getting down to the paint, and Zeus, you know, it's kind of hard for him to get out of the paint, get back to the three-point line. But, you know, Dre's been shooting the ball really good this year. And so we have to respect that and try to get out and get a contest as best we can.
What did you want to do with a 1-point lead, 8 seconds left to protect the game at the end there? And how do you feel like the guys executed?
I thought we did a good job. You know, I told Kawhi if they set a screen, try to stay on Steph as much as possible and guard him one-on-one. If we had different switches, we was gonna fire and try to get the ball out of his hands, but they went one-on-one against Kawhi, which was, you know, good for us. You know, we didn't have to fire, and then, you know, Steph makes tough shots and big shots, but you know, down the stretch, you know, we wanted Kawhi to be on him, and he did a good job of getting the stop.
Ty, you start the second half with Norm instead of Terrence. Before tonight, I believe Norman only played like 15 or 16 minutes with the starting group. What did you see out of not just him, but that group in total in the third?
Just, you know, just get a little bit more spacing. I think if teams are gonna overhelp, you know, having an extra shoe on the floor, I thought would be good and be beneficial, which it was, you know. And so, T-Man, like I said, I believe he can knock down shots, and you know, just tonight he didn't have it going from 3, and so decided to go with Norm in that second half, and you know, Draymond, those guys want to overhelp, then we have, you know, extra shooters on the floor, and so it worked to our favor tonight in the second half.
And the way that the first half was going, it was kind of a little bit reminiscent of Thursday night, where they were just making a ton of threes against. Did it feel a little bit like deja vu a little bit at times?
It sure did.
Last one.
Coach, congrats on the win again. You talked about Draymond and having the hot hand early, but it seemed like your perimeter defense got a lot better late in this game. What did you see out of this team as the game progressed defensively?
I thought we was able to switch it up a little bit. You know, when Daniel got in the game, was able to blitz Steph a little bit to try to get out of his hands, create some turnovers and some tough shots, and then was able to switch a little bit more as well. You know, and so just guarding the ball one-on-one when your point of attack defense is good, your all-around defense is going to be good. And I thought in the second half we did a much better job of just, you know, holding them to 45 points in that second half is huge. And it all starts with the point of attack defense. And so that's about it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.